Hello everybody, it's me Roscoe and welcome to the latest instalment of Game Day, and we're back at Portman Road and the sun is shining in Suffolk for a big game as Ipswich Town take on Wolves in the Premier League. Of course, Wednesday night, what a result that was away at Bournemouth, but normally Wolves beat West Ham the night before, so it's still 9 points for safety for Town, and Wolves obviously one of the form sides in the division. Obviously Town did beat them early in the season, obviously the Jack Taylor late goal at Molineux Stadium, but Wolves are a better team now. Obviously a new manager, he is actually not going to be in the dugout, but I don't think that really adds much, to be honest. But yeah, Town needing to win, a must-win game. Probably this is the biggest must-win game in the history of Ipswich Town, pretty much, because if we lose today, it's probably curtains. But if we win, there's some hope there, as we say, the hope that kills you and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, looking forward to it. As I said, the sun is looking very nice indeed. A lovely day here at Portman Road. Let's get right into it. Going to get the media scram, talk to the Cowboy Army. Let's see how Town get on. Also, shout out to the club's foundation because it's their special day today, and normally they're pretty good results. So hopefully that will continue in the Premier League. Let's see what happens. Let's go. Hope you enjoy as ever. Okay then, as standard in the press conference room, and the food is very much in the belly. Nice little catch up with AJ and Stu. They're doing their types in the room over there. But yes, it was a nice chicken curry, if you're asking. Very solid indeed. A bit of protein ready for this 90 minutes of football. Nice little naan bread as well. Had some fruit, had a smoothie. I've just filled my boots basically today to get ready for this big game. And the team news has just dropped. And there's an unchanged Town team for the first time this season. Kieran McKenna has kept with the team that beat Bournemouth on Wednesday. And also Wolves are unchanged as well. So two teams who won have got the same 11 out. So that's going to be an interesting one. Yeah. Basically the best team wins, pretty much. Hopefully it's not a draw, that'll be a bit sad, and obviously if we lose that's not good either. But yeah, I'm going to get myself downstairs, get me ready to take some snappy snaps, get my pitch side view. So let's get down there, and the sun is beautiful shining, and yeah, maybe get myself a little tan. We shall see. Let's get down there. Okay, they're now in my position to take some snappy snaps. Portman Road is packed out at standard, the sun is shining. Fabio Wardley's been on the pitch to obviously get ready for his big fight, which was announced this morning. June 7th, history-making moment. He'll be facing a big American dude here at Portman Road. Can't wait for that. But back to the football. The boys are in the tunnel. Wolves fans in full voice. Let's get right into it and let's go and see some flames. Here we go again then, ready to see the flames. Boom, there it is in all its glory. Portman Road, the sun is shining. Players are out. It's match day. Four flames, as you know. Oh, my flames. Boom. Let's go. Okay, then half time here at Portman Road. Gone into the photographer's room to get myself a hot chocolate. Warm up a little bit because in the shade it's a bit chilly, I have to admit. And Ipswich Town though are hotting up because a lot of drama in this one. Ipswich Town winning 1-0. Liam Delap, the goal scorer, of course, his 12th of the season. A good little finish. Could have been offside, but thankfully it wasn't. And yeah, been a lot of chances, been little moments. There was a little drama with Alex Palmer, run a little bit there, where an indirect free kick had to happen. But thankfully, the boys, it was like 11 Town players on the line to block it, which is great. But yeah, Town 1-0 up here against Wolves. Second half, I think some stuff's going to happen. Hopefully, good stuff for Town. But yeah, drama in this first half. But yeah, unbelievable scenes here at Portman Road. I want to go outside and get some more snappy snaps. And we shall see what second half has got in store for us. But that first half, ladies and gentlemen, God, keep your breath really, because it was just non-stop. But let's get back outside. Let's see what happens and catch up with the Cowboy Army at full time. Let's go. Oh, dearie me, ladies and gentlemen. Full time here at Portman Road. And it's Ipswich Town 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 2. It was all going so well until this second half kicked off. I'm here with two fine gentlemen in Wazza and Peachy. Belated birthday to you, my friends.
Thank you, sir.
And yeah.
Yeah.
That's not good. That was not good, boys.
Couldn't have said it better than you, really.
I saw you on Wednesday, and we got a bit of hope, didn't we?
Yeah.
And now it's killed us because
It's the hope that kills you.
12 points
No,
up.
I mean, second half, like you say, mate. I thought we were better side first half. Obviously got the goal. Thought we took a deserved 1-0 lead into the break, but just couldn't see it over the line. Just couldn't quite get there.
Yeah. What happened in that second half, Peachy?
Because
yeah,
well, I personally feel since we got the goal, it was all Wolves, really, wasn't it?
yeah, sadly.
And Yeah, it was such a big jump this year. I think a lot of us underestimated the big jump. And if they're 17th in the Premier League and they can play like that, what's hope for other teams coming up? But hey, we've got a bit of money in the club, haven't we?
Yeah.
That's about it. But
Little positive.
yeah, you got a bit of positive. Like even like today, like when Morsey blocks that shot or that indirect, I thought this could be our day. That's the way football goes.
No, don't.
No, literally everyone's on the line. Then the ref had to make his little like, I've got to book Alex Palmer. Yeah. Even at the end, like I must have did slightly irritate the fact that Enciso can pass the ball as he's run across the box, tries to take the diving con the free kick, which to be fair, Wolves were doing as well. It's just
It's just
It's that story of the season, isn't it, mate?
pretty much, mate. 2-1 losses.
Sums it up.
Nicely. You know, like you say, I think just use the last 7 odd games to get your house in order. Maybe have a look at some players that you can have a look at for next season. Bit of drama going on over there.
It's the KOA posse over there. Come on now, boys.
No, it's just K-Dog.
Yes, K-Dog's just going mental. Not Kieran McKenna.
No.
Welsh
He
Kieran.
might be going mental somewhere, maybe in a dressing room, hair
yeah.
dry treatment. But no, that's
Is that us down?
that's us down, mate. It was
100%.
even if we'd won today, it would have been great to have a bit of jeopardy. It was still a big ask, but 12 points with the 3 games we've got coming up next as well.
And we've got to hope Wolves lose, which they don't do often.
Exactly, they're in
We don't win
decent
very
form.
often.
No, we don't.
Yeah, I mean, one home winner
All season.
all season. Yeah.
In the league. We
the
beat
league.
Bristol Rovers, didn't we? And
Oh, well,
whatever,
that's all right
but-
then. Yeah. But no, that's that. And yeah, second half has absolutely killed us.
Yes, as. Final words.
We'll be here, won't we? Next week,
we'll be here.
Week after.
Championship again, ole, and we get to see each other more.
Yeah,
More games.
football.
Yeah,
More football.
And also, no pointless VAR, because let's say, if someone's clear and obvious, it don't take them 5 minutes to tell me it's wrong. What a load of...
Even the Wolves one.
Yeah.
Even the Wolves one. Like, obviously, you don't want them to get the goal, but you're like, just make the decision.
Yeah,
But
if not to rank, but if it's clear and obvious, you'll see it in 30 seconds to a minute, not within 3 or 4 minutes where we're seeing if someone's left knee hairs offside or... Anyway, none of that in the Championship. Get in, up a town.
I'll introduce it next season just to spite you now,
They will
Peach.
do,
yeah,
'cause
pretty much.
But we will be there.
We will.
Uptown.
Up
Up a town.
Oh man, George, man, this is the perfect time to say that because, man, Town have been beaten again at Portman Road. Thoughts?
Well, that's not really much, is it? Same old story. Get a little bit of hope. Wednesday night, I thought, a little bit of hope, 9 points. And then it was dashed again. Yeah, story of our season, really. We did well. We scored first. That was really nice. I forgot what it's like. And it took about 5 minutes to decide whether it's on or off. And then Wolves just woke up. And then since that indirect free kick, which I will admit I had a bit of a Brown moment from that moment on, we were awful ever since that, and Wolves just were the better side. That's all we can say really. Wolves were the better side. They just grind us down. We just didn't look like we want to play. And we're going back to the Championship, I reckon, at this rate. We're gone. We're gone, actually.
Yeah.
We're gone. Which is not nice to say, but it's the situation we find ourselves in, 12 points. Let's know we're going to pull it off. Even if we won today, 6 points, okay, we're giving ourselves a chance, but one win at home all season is just a bit dreadful, really. As McKenna at the start of the season said that home wins would be massive for us.
We all said that, yeah.
Yeah, and that's not materialised whatsoever, but, we just got to try and keep our heads up. Now, I reckon we've just got to now start preparing for next season. Maybe we'll just play some different people, see how we get on, but yeah, it's all going a bit wrong, and I like coming to football, but not when we always lose. It's not a problem.
Well, I don't know how I sound. I'm just deflated as well, ladies and gentlemen. So these interviews are just going to be me just going, yep. But 7 games left to go. We've got a few other people going to come and chat. Cheers, man.
That's all right. No
Good old man, George, man. Oh yeah, George. Sorry, no, don't. You're not ending, Peachy.
Oh yes.
Quick little positive note. George is doing a marathon next week.
Yes,
week
next
after.
Sunday.
Next Sunday. For the air ambulance, which is a great cause. How are your training going?
It's going all right. I'm counting my lucky stars one because I dropped a beer bottle near my foot and I missed my foot. So we're counting my lucky stars. But no, we're doing well. It's Norfolk Marathon next Sunday for East Anglia Air Ambulance, which weighs nearly £750 already.
Great.
Which is doing quite well. But no, training's going well. Home for a good time. Hoping everything holds up all right. I'm just holding the legs all hold up and nothing goes wrong. I might ask one of these physios to come along and help me. But no, everything's going fine. Just got to do one more long run tomorrow and then that's it. Marathon next Sunday. If you'd like to donate, you can search my George Man on Just Giving or I might give
I'll
you
put
the
the link. Yeah, link will be in the
I'll
description.
send you.
Yeah.
I'll send over the roster link. You can put it in the description, and then it'll be all there.
Yeah, donate whatever you can, and great cause, and
Up the town.
love
Take
it.
it back.
And the final duo joining me is good old Ben Diaf and the King of North, John Watson. You got to laugh, because if you don't,
You might cry.
yeah, we don't want any crying on this video. Although we may end with a little bit of a cry.
It would be authentic.
Yeah, it would. Because obviously we had promotion last year, and there was unbelievable scenes for that. But today probably is the day. That little final nail in the coffin. The fat lady's probably singing somewhere. But boys, what's your thoughts? Start with you, good old Ben.
Thank you, mate. First half, I thought it was an incredibly even game. What we expected, the crowd were up, and everything I think that we wanted the game to be. You know, obviously you dream of being 2 or 3 up at half time, but I think realistically, 1-0, we've got the advantage, and we slightly edged it the first half an hour, but once we got that goal, I think we sat back and Wolves came back onto us, and to be fair, they showed their quality. And then second half, I mean, there was only really one team in it. I'm not being too harsh on us, because all season I feel that we were always going to fall short because of the economics of football and everything in terms of us playing catch up, and everything we've heard officially from the club and anyone realistic in the fan base. It was always going to be difficult, but the lad at the back, number 12, John and I were talking about it for the last half an hour to get his name, Agberdo. Absolutely brilliant at the back. Number 5, Minuzzi, is coming in for Lerma, who didn't want to be at Wolves. Like, players like that have come into this Wolves side that physically they're just a step above of everything we have, and that is nothing against our squad. You from their point of view, that's like me running a race against a bloke that's been training for for so long. He's always going to run better than me, no matter what I can do. And there's a bloke that have been naturally they are bigger and stronger, and there is nothing we can do. And unfortunately, the second half felt like that. No matter what we did, we were behind the 8 ball. And could we cling on? No, we couldn't. And maybe it does us a favour. Not in a horrible way, just a way that instead of clinging on to false hope.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Ben. You just
No, I know.
abruptly ended
Sorry,
then.
sorry.
Abruptly ended. I was like, okay, come on, John. Over to you, my friends.
What he said, really. It's absolutely, Ben's bang on, isn't he? They were the better side second half, without a shadow of a doubt. And on Wednesday night, you start thinking, if we win on Saturday, there's a bit of more of a chance, and it keeps the season alive. And whilst you can never say never in football and all that, it's realistically over. It's going to take something stupid to happen, and the boys won't let us down with effort any game, because that's not this group of players. But we were out of class today. Second half.
In the second half, boys. I think I already asked that already. But did we just sit back and just sort of allow
I
the
just
pressure?
think, and John and I talked about this again, and I'm taking the win from his sails here, that we have enough times this season maybe naively thought we can keep attacking like we did in the Championship, and it hasn't worked out. So I think the last few times we've gone ahead, it's been a case of let's sit back and let's try and defend and let's soak it up. But unfortunately, we're not good enough to do that either. So again, no slight against the players of the squad. That is realistically where we are. And maybe it's a good thing, as I said, that relegation will come sooner than it should, or sooner than the end of the season, and we start rebuilding towards the end of the season and go again next year. As long as we can keep everything together, which is a different conversation. We won't get into that now.
No. John, final notes as we end. Big shout out to your daughter Jess, who's recording, doing a good job, I imagine. At the moment, we'll look back and we'll have words if it's not good. But yeah, mate, hopefully it won't be 22 years since into our next journey to the Premier League. But
No, I mean, without going too much about it, let's just remember that if we're in the top 4 of the Championship this time next season, that's where the game changer management group would probably have wanted us to be. We've had a year in the Premier League before that with parachute payments, so we've enjoyed it in parts. It's been hard in parts, but let's just see it.
Scored again. That's good.
Teams like Wolves, we're coming for you.
Oh.
In the long term.
Yeah.
So don't maybe look behind the shoulder right now, but eventually you'll see us in the rear mirror, and you'll think Ipswich Town.
We're still in a strong place. We're in a good place. Let's just enjoy that, and let's enjoy the rest of the season while we can, and then see where it goes. And we'll be here, rain or shine, won't we?
Yeah.
Come on, you Blues.
Thanks, Ross.
So, all right, boys. Thanks for watching Game Day. We're down, but bye.